Welcome. Today we're gonna talk about romance tropes and rank them. On the screen you can see the tier list which I got from readwithcindys video. Her video will be linked down below. I recommend to watch it cause everything she said was #so real. Also soon I'll post a video where I explain 10 tropes and rank them in detail. Let's get started with introducing the tiers. The bottom first one is, "Please be serious right now." I'm asking the trope to stop being silly and goofy and get an actual real job. The second one is, "Girl, you partially ate that." She is on her way to being it girl, but the road ahead of her is very long. The third is, "Hold on. Let him cook." It has the potential to sit at the it girlie's table, but the execution is quite not right. And last one is, "It girlies." It's pretty self-explanatory, only the ones who swam in the mother lake can be at that tier. So let's start with the first one, ABO. Which is a very evil, sick and twisted trope. It immediately goes to, "Please be serious right now." The first ABOFIC I read actually traumatized me with all of its slicks and ruts and whatnot. Like "Please be serious right now." The ABO tag on AO3 is a very cursed placed. Anyway, moving on to amnesia. Let me be a bit honest right now. There was a time where I ate up all of the amnesia fics that I could find. My main ship was Claraline from the Vampire Diaries. I'm still a Claraline truther to this day. I don't remember much about the amnesia fics, and the execution really matters here for the FIC not to be boring, which shows the impact that it has. So it goes to, "Girl, you partially ate that." The next one is angst. To me, angst is really not a trope on its own, but more of one of the tags in a FIC. I associate it with yearning and pining, so it definitely goes to, "Hold on. Let him cook." Next we have arranged marriage. Fake dating is actually my favorite trope, and arranged marriage kinda goes hand in hand with it. If the marriage is a scam and is done for the both parties to achieve something. If it is because they're old and lonely and their parents want him to be with someone and it would benefit the merge of companies and stuff, then boo tomato 'cause I would KMS if that were me. Since there is already a fake dating option here, I'm gonna put arranged marriage too. Hold on. Let him cook. Cause with the right execution, the FIC can become one of the realest piece of literature. Baby FIC is next, and that is immediately bottom tier to me. I don't care about babies, nor do I wanna read about them. Tomatoes to all of the family members. We have sharing bed next. On one hand, it's a silly goofy trope, cause sleeping on the floor for a night is not that serious. Since I am a delusional person, I self-insert to fix a lot and think, what would I do if I was in the main character's place, and when I think about it that way, I'd just sleep on the floor or the couch. Let's be normal. It's a cute little trope, so I'll put it to, "Girl, you partially ate that." Next is bang or die. I'm seeing this for the first time in my life, but I'm assuming it's where you have to bang or else you'll die. I want to be silent for a minute, cause who actually came up with this trope? I remember a FIC where 2 people would die if they bang, but this is the first time I see the reverse of it. Anyway, this silly goofy trope goes to the bottom tier. Next is body swap. It's an immediate boo-boo tomato for me. It's usually used in fics where the couple is hetero, and it gives me an ick, cause why is a man in my body? Like, please let's be normal. Bottom tier. Next we have coffee shop. It's a cute little trope for a fluff FIC, and I would actually blush, giggle and kick my feet if I had a coffee shop romance with a cute barista who draws cute things on my cup and looks forward for me coming to the shop. It can be boring if it's done not right, so it goes to the second tier. Next is college fics. I like to read about tired college students finding love, and it's better than high school ones cause there the characters are literal children and the possibilities in college fics are endless, so let me be a little crazy and put it to the it girlies table. The next is crack FIC. Looking at the emoji, I'm guessing that it's a FIC where the main point is humor. It's the pure definition of mid, so it's going to the third tier. Like I don't have anything to say to this. The next is crossover. I actually did not read much crossover fics. The only one I can remember is a Gossip Girl The Vampire Diaries crossover where Caroline went to New York and met Chuck and Blair there. The FIC was unfinished, and I literally unlocked a hidden memory just now. I guess with the right characters this plot could turn to something interesting, so it goes to the second tier. I literally have no idea what a dark FIC means, and I don't care, like, where do these random tropes come from? I'm not gonna rank this one and move on to major character death, which I will be covering it in Tomatoes cause Stop Killing People WTH. I read cause I want to escape reality, and there is literally no point in killing the main character. Like, what does the other character who has been left behind supposed to do? And even if the dead character comes back to life cause of magical stuff, it's still not the same, so this goes to the bottom tier. Next we have canon divergence. This trope was so real to me since Caroline didn't end up together, so I ate up every canon divergence FIC of them. Purely out of nostalgia, I'm gonna put it on the top tier. Let me scream a bit for the next one, which is enemies to lovers. It can sometimes be disliked because some writers just suddenly make the characters in love with each other and it throws off the readers. I acknowledge that poor execution could ruin a trope, and by the way, I do not consider bully and bullied stories as enemies to lovers cause I am against any type of content that romanticizes bullying and a bully. They are literally going to hell for hurting people who just mind their business cause WTH. Like, just be normal, what's wrong with you? Anyway, other than these things, enemies to lovers is actually an it girl who regularly swims at the mother lake, so it goes to the top tier. Next we have established relationships. Some might say that it is boring, but I disagree. It is the perfect self-insert FIC when a part of me stops being a man-hater for a second and daydreams about being in love and loved back. It's very cute to read about regular days of people who love, respect and care for each other, especially the fics where one of the characters is going through a rough time and their partner does their best support them, etc. This goes to the top tier cause I actually just now convinced myself that it belongs there. Now WTH is a fairy tale FIC. Is it where it is based on a fairy tale but they change it up a bit or modernize it? I kinda find that boring TBH, so it goes to the third tier. And now we have the myth, the legend and actual mother. Fake dating. When paired up with enemies to lovers, nothing can stop that story from becoming an actual real piece of literature that should be added to the reading curriculum. It's my favorite trope of all time, and I will eat it up every single time. It's the original owner of the top tier. Next is fix it. Now what does that even mean? What does a band-aid has to do with it? I don't get it, so it goes to the third tier. Next is fluff. I personally enjoy fluff. Not all the time, but a girly sometimes needs to read about healthy relationships, and a fluff story can do no wrong, so let me put it to the top tier. For the next one, I am already hearing the booing and the splashes of tomatoes from one side and cheers from the other. We have friends to lovers. Now this trope is a bit tricky cause it has a high probability of being boring. When self-inserting myself to it, I would enjoy someone yearning and pining for me. Like they want me so bad. On the other hand, sometimes I just wanna be friends, like please be normal. I usually don't read a lot of friends to lovers cause the person who is being pined after usually notices towards the end of the story that their friend has very real deep deranged romantic feelings for them, and that pisses me off. Cause stop being stupid. Everyone and their mother knows that the friend is in love with them, like stop being oblivious on purpose. Something that pisses me more off is when the both parties are in love with each other but don't notice that the other one feels the same even though everyone around him tells them that. Other than these things, friends to lovers can be cute, but it's not my favorite. Now I want to add something. Before booing me and telling me to get off the stage, I want to say that recently I have been watching The Summer I Turned Pretty, so my opinion on friends to lovers changed a bit. I am eating up childhood friends to lovers, I'm afraid. And I want to come out as an Belligere stan too. Anyway, for my Belligere I am putting friends to lovers to the top tier. Next is Gen FIC, like WTH is that. I'm feeling very uncultured cause I've noticed that I don't know most of the tropes. I am feeling too lazy to Google, so let's skip it. I think I actually talked about like the half of the tropes, so I'll see you guys in part 2. Bye.